We'll do today one practice exercise for personal pronoun in accusative, which we have done yesterday. And the second thing is about the train bar verbs, which I okay. So there is this exercise in which you have to write down the personal pronouns in accusative only. Okay, so you have the list of personal pronoun in accusative. Here you have to fill it in the blanks according to the sentence. So Pratibha, can you read first sentence and then can tell me which pronoun should be here?
Ich kenne I I don't know him. Ich kenne ein nicht.
Ihn.
Ihn
Yeah.
nicht.
Ich kenne ihn nicht. Okay, I don't know him. Next, Shruti. Shruti, read the sentence.
Ja, hat das nicht gesehen.
Sorry.
Gesehen.
Ja, gesehen.
Ja, gesehen. He didn't. Yeah, could you please open that list, Shivani? Actually, we haven't got yesterday's notes, so I couldn't actually go through the complete words.
You didn't get?
No, it's not uploaded yet. I'm not sure. Maybe
Okay.
Pratibha was busy or something.
Okay, just give a second.
Asıl un
Okay, is it visible?
uns nicht gesehen.
Yeah, er hat uns nicht gesehen. He didn't see us. Okay, next, Sombabu.
That is hat ihr repeat dish
Hat er dich
bio bucket.
beobachtet? Beobachten is to observe. So hat er dich. Dich because it is written there in form. Next, Pratibha. Pratibha.
Ja. Ich habe sie nicht erkannt.
Yeah. Can't is to recognize. Okay, so I didn't recognize her. Her is Z. Next, Shruti. Shruti, you there? You there, Shruti? Okay, I'm not getting your voice. Anyways, it's kannst du zum Bahnhof mitnehmen? So can you uh, take me along with the railway station.
Sorry, I was on mute the whole time.
Yeah. Okay.
Andrew, Miss Zoom Bano.
So Mish, so Bahnhof mitnehmen. Yeah. Here we have to write me. So me is Mish. Next, hast du Dear Das Video angeschaut? Did you watch the video? Nein, ich habe, I didn't watch it. So for it we write,
9.
uh,
9 ich habe.
hmm, ich habe, now, okay, this is written it. For
It.
it, we are writing
Yes.
S, but as I told you yesterday, that it depends on the article of the noun. So article of the noun here is das video. Okay. So Sombabu, can you tell me what it would?
Das. I. No, ma'am, no. Nein, ich habe das. No, ma'am. Can you tell me, ma'am?
Yeah. So okay. So here it is written 9 ich habe. Like I didn't watch it means I didn't watch the video. Okay. Article for video is das. And as I told you yesterday, here you can see for das we use S.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
S in accusative is also S. So it will be S only. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. Next is hast du das Rennen gewonnen? Rennen is race, the race. Hast du Rennen gewonnen? Did you win the race? Nein, ich habe. I lost it. So Pratibha, what should come here?
Yes. Hast du das
S.
Rennen
Yeah.
gewonnen? Nein, ich habe es verloren.
Yeah, because
Verloren.
here das Rennen article is das. Okay. Next, Shruti, number 8.
Do you like Oringa Oringa Gissing, 9 Erhard, Nine Erhard, he is in Mist Gizan.
Can you repeat?
No, Erhard give them.
Did you give the
Sorry,
earrings?
Erhard to him. Yeah, 9. He didn't give them to me. So it's Miss.
Sorry?
It will be me, right? So, Miss, sorry.
Okay, so this mere is me. Okay, don't get confused. It's written.
Oh, okay.
Did you give the earring? Did you give the earring? Did you give? Did he? Sorry, it will be. Did he give you the earring? No, he didn't give them to me. So here, Earhart, mere is me. So them we
It should
have
be
to write
them.
here.
Then, yeah, okay.
So what will come?
Z.
Z. Correct. Because Ohrringer article is D. Okay, and for D we write Z in accusative also. Okay, next, Sombabu.
Dine has to dine smartphone dabei. 9 is habe is habe smart. It means smartphone here. It's
Yeah.
dine, and for dine it is Z only. Z ist dabei.
No, no, not for the thine.
Okay.
It is for
Okay.
smartphone. Smartphone article is there. So it will be for
Dear
dare we will write
Ernest. Yeah.
no. For dare in accusative. For air, what is in accusative?
For dear it is den. Oh, here. Okay. Okay. Dear Airman. Yeah.
Yeah, so it will
Ernest.
be in. For dare we write air. Okay, for dare we write air, but in nominative. In
Okay. Okay.
accusative, air is in.
In.
So ich habe
In.
ihn nicht dabei. Okay. Next, darfst du deinen Chef duzen? Are you allowed to say du to your boss? So this duzen means the du form. Du form means informal. Are you allowed to say du? That means you as informal to your boss. 9. Ich darf. No, I am not allowed to say du to him. So what will be him? Pratibha?
Mish.
Him.
Sorry, him. 9 is that. It's in.
In. Okay. Cool.
Shivani, like I have a question here. See, this sentence, like we have to like think for the accusative, but here we're talking about the personal pronoun, right? So for here, like for example, on the eighth one, here no, he did not give them to me. So this is like 9. It is them, right? So
Yeah.
them is like accusative. So in accusative for them we use it different, right? Like in not in personal pronoun. How to differentiate that is what I'm getting confused.
Uh, like how to differentiate personal pronoun and possessive
And
article.
the possessive article, yeah.
Okay, so if there is any, if it is written no, he has not, he didn't give her earring to me. So there will be some relationship between the person and the object, her earring. Yesterday I explained this, na? So if
Yeah,
it is
okay.
written their earring, then it will be possessive.
Mm,
If it is only
okay.
them, if it is written only about the person or about the thing, a single one, so in that
Mm,
case, it is personal pronoun in accusative.
okay, so we have to like look for the relationship in this
Yeah,
sentence because this them like others I'm able to understand because it says like you, him, her.
yeah, yeah.
It's still fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Them
If it is them, then it is possessive personal pronoun. If it is there, like
it
if
is possessive.
yeah, you can see here also. Okay, one second. If it is them, then it is
Mm,
personal pronoun accusative, and if it is their car, their pen,
then it is
their
accusative.
cars, okay, that is possessive article.
Yeah. Mm,
Okay,
okay. Right. Thanks.
so next is Hast du die Teller ins Essenszimmer getragen? Did you carry the plates into the dining room? So Esszimmer is dining room. Teller is plates. Getragen is like carry. 9 ich habe. Now here you can see no, I left them in the kitchen. 9 ich habe blank in der Küche gelassen. Küche is kitchen. So here we have to check what is them. Them is for teller, for plates. No, I left them. I left the plates in the kitchen. So here them means the plates. So the article for the plates is D. Okay, plural. So for D we write in accusative Z. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next is Shruti.
Suchst du deine Unterlagen?
Hmm.
Ja, ich suche looking for your documents. I'm looking for them. Scan Sie,
Sorry.
ich suche Sie.
Suchst du deine Unterlagen? Ja, ich suche. Now, Unterlagen is plural. So what we will write for plural?
Okay. Sie. Plural.
What we will write for plural? What we will write for Unterlagen?
Plural.
For plural, what is the article?
D.
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 And always for D we write Z,
C.
nominative.
Yeah.
And what is Z in accusative?
Z.
Z. So it will be Suchst du deine Unterlagen? Are you looking for the documents? Ja, ich suche sie.
We should not add
Yeah,
für. For
yes, fear.
Sorry?
no, for should we add für?
It's for the sentence actually. I'm looking for them. So looking for is the verb here. So if I'm writing I'm searching them. Suchen is like looking for or search. So instead of looking for, I use search, then it will be I'm searching them.
Okay.
Okay, so looking for here is the verb. So we'll not use for. Clear? So next, Pratibha.
Hast du dir deine Fingernagel lackiert?
Lackiert.
Lackiert? Ja, ich habe mir gestern lackiert. I painted them
Okay,
yesterday.
so finger nagel. Finger is as finger in English. Nagel is nails. Okay, and lacquered is to paint, to polish. Okay, so hast du deine Fingernägel lackiert? Ja, ich habe. I painted them yesterday. Gestern is yesterday. So what will be the
Sie.
Z? Because it is plural, and for plural we write Z. Clear? Okay, next, Somabu.
Hast du deinen Bungalow verheiratet?
Ah, where
Ja,
is
ich habe.
verheiratet? Wait. Where is written verheiratet?
No, ma'am. It is permitted.
Yeah. What is
Permitted.
verheiratet, Somabu?
Verheiratet.
Means
Verheiratet.
Shruti. What is verheiratet?
Owner, landlord.
No.
Married.
Marriage.
Married.
Marriage.
Yeah.
Marriage.
Married. So what is here?
Marriage.
It is written vermietet. Has du deinen Bungalow vermietet? Did you married out your bungalow? Okay, so the word is vermietet.
Permitted.
Yeah. Has du deinen Bungalow vermietet?
Hast du deinen Bungalow vermietet? Ja, ich habe. Ich habe.
Read the
Ich
next
habe.
word.
One second, please. Ich habe eine nette Familie
Familiar.
vermietet.
Yeah. Yes, I rented it to a nice family. So I rented it for what is this it for?
The bungalow.
Yeah, so bungalow article.
It means can write yes, yes,
No, no, no.
yes.
This it is for
Yeah.
the bungalow. What is the article for bungalow?
Bangalore.
Read the first sentence again and tell me what is the article
D.
for.
D.
Read it again.
Has do dine.
Dine in. Dine
Has
in we
do
use for.
dine.
Dine in we use for.
Dine we use
Nine.
for accusative masculine.
So masculine.
D. Dear.
Dare.
Dear.
Yeah. So
Okay. For dear. Means it.
for dare, what is the personal pronoun?
Which means er. Er. Ja, ich habe ihr and eine
In
Familie.
accusative,
Hier.
er is a nominative. What is in accusative?
In.
In. So ja,
In.
ich habe in einer nette Familie vermietet. Okay.
Okay.
Next, Shruti.
Hat den Tee getrunken? Ja, hat den Tee ihn?
Yeah, in, because day is dare. Okay. So in. Hat den Tee getrunken? Ja, hat ihn ausgetrunken. Yes, he drank it up. It is for the tea. Okay. And tea article is there. In accusative it will be in. Is it clear? Okay. Next. Okay, this is the last one. Haben Sie Ihre Koffer? So from this word we can identify what is the article for this word Koffer. It is D. Haben Sie Ihre Koffer in Schlafzimmer? Schlafzimmer is sleeping room, like bedroom. Schlaf is sleep. So Schlafzimmer is bedroom. Haben Sie Ihre Koffer in Schlafzimmer gestellt? Did you put their suitcases or luggage into the bedroom? Nein, Sie haben im Flur gelassen. Flur is corridor. No, they left them. They left them means the suitcases. So suitcases is plural, and for plural D we write Z. Okay, please try to make as many as sentences you can, so that there will be no problem. You can ask again and again later if you have any doubt in any. Okay, till now, if you have any doubt in any topic, any particular topic, and you want to ask about that, Pratibha, any doubt?
No, I think this topic is what is that we have to go through a bit because the confusion is between where to use this accusative and the personal pronoun and everything. But other than
Yes,
that,
see,
I'm
if
good.
you just check the recording of yesterday's class as well, as you are saying that you didn't get the notes as well, so might be that's why your doubt is not cleared yet. But
Yeah,
once you'll get the recording, listen it again, and
yeah,
the notes we have done yesterday. So in those examples, what I have given you, it is
mm,
very clearly mentioned that what is the difference between these two. But what is the major difference in these two is, in first one, like in possessive article, there should be some, after those possessive article, there should be some noun. There should be some relative between the possessive article and the noun.
yeah,
There should be some other relation. Like if you say this pen is for my mother, so in that case you have to use possessive, my mother. So there will be mind. But if
yeah.
I'm using this me, this is for me.
Then
Okay,
it's
in that
next.
case personal pronoun.
Yeah,
Clear? Because
yeah.
there is no other noun. Anyways, just go through the yesterday's recording and the those notes. So I'll tell Pratibha to share it with you
Yeah.
as soon as possible so that you can go through it. Okay.
Yeah.
Shruti, any other doubt in any topic, whatever we have done till now?
Yeah, not particularly so far, except the ones, yeah, from
Sorry, can you
yesterday's
can can
one
you repeat?
probably I go through. Hello. Oh, yeah, I mean nothing so far. Yeah, the only confusion is with this topic. So probably once I go through the
Yeah,
recordings and the notes, it will be more
yeah, yeah,
clear.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Sombabu?
No, ma'am.
Okay, cool. So now I'll tell you about few train bar verbs. Okay, and with the help of these, you can know that which will be train bar whenever you have. So I'll write one by one. I'll write the prefixes, few of their examples, and the meaning. So first one is up. If the prefix is up, that will be a train bar verb. So for example, affahren means to depart, or abholen we have done. Abholen, that is to pick up, or if you have abfallen, sorry, abfallen is like to decline or to decrease, you can say. Like decline and decrease, the meaning is almost same. To decline or to decrease. Then uh, there is one word, abschreiben. So what is the meaning of schreiben? Schreiben is to write. Okay, and abschreiben is to copy. To copy something means while writing, to copy it down or to write it down. Suppose I am writing on the board and I'm instructing you to write it down. Copying, like write something down from some other source, like from the board or from other paper, that is to copy. So it is to copy something, or so I'm writing something like this, or to write down. Okay. Yeah.
Here, like we are saying, upschreiben, upfallen. This is like like two is added, right? So what if we have to just say fallen or holen? It is like, just to pick up or decrease. It is a different verb.
I didn't get you.
Like this, we are saying to pick up, to decrease. Like for example,
No,
it
in
is,
English we have like this verb like this. So
yeah,
you can write only this, but depart can be, noun also.
yeah,
So that's why I'm writing the verbs like this. So in English also, if I'm saying, you know, to wake up. To wake up is not a different verb from wake up. That is just one single verb. So to pick up is like one single verb. There is no difference between pick up or to pick up. Only the point is it could be also a noun
mm,
sometimes. So that's why I'm writing adding this too, so that it
up,
will be clear that these are the verbs only.
yeah,
Okay. So
yeah.
cool. So next prefix is un. So for example, anfangen we have done, so I'm not repeating it. Unfasten. Unfasten is like to grab, and then it is unmachen. Unmachen is to switch on or to turn on, in the sense of like to switch on the lights or to turn off, to turn on the TV. Okay, so unmachen, whenever there is this word unmachen, then it is on, to switch on or to turn on. Okay, next is anspringen, that means to start up. Anspringen is to start up or to turn over. Like whenever you want to use these verbs, switch on, turn on, grab, decrease, don't focus on this too. Just I'm adding this to, you know, to clarify that it is a verb. But whenever you are using these verbs, pick up, decrease, grab, switch on, so you have to use these words. Sorry, not turn on, turn over. Then next prefix for trennbar verb is auf. Whenever there is auf at in with adding with the normal verb, that is a trennbar verb. For example, aufbauen. Aufbauen is to establish. Now, if it is only bauen, that means to construct, to build up. And aufbauen is to establish or to set up. Okay, next is aufmachen. Now, aufmachen is to open. To open as in to open the window. That is aufmachen. Okay. So if you want to say like, please open the window. So bitte machen Sie das Fenster auf. Window is Fenster. Okay. So to open, or it is also used for to uncap. Like if you want, if you have a box which has a cap and you want to uncap that box, in that case also we use this verb aufmachen. Then we have aufstehen, which I already told you. Aufstehen is to wake up. Okay, next prefix we have is ein. There was one verb with ein. We have einladen. Einladen means to invite. Now there is one more verb is einbrechen. Einbrechen means to collapse. To collapse. Okay, to collapse. And next we have is eingehen. Eingehen is to shrink. When something is shrinking up, so that is eingehen. And einladen we have done. Then we have einschlagen. Einschlagen means to accept, or we use this verb for one more thing, that is to smash. Okay, to accept or to smash. Next we have is aus. Aus is, as I told you, ausgehen. Ausgehen is to go out. Then we have ausbauen. So bauen is to build up, to construct. Aufbauen, here it is written aufbauen, that means to establish or to set up. Ausbauen is to expand something, or what we say is what is that word? To upgrade. Okay, so bauen is to build up. Only if it is bauen is to build up, to construct. Aufbauen is to establish or to set up. Ausbauen is to expand something or to upgrade. Okay. Then we have ausmachen. Ausmachen means to turn off the light or TV. So when it is unmachen, it is to turn on. Unmachen is to turn on to switch on, and ausmachen is to switch off. Okay, to switch off the light or to turn off the TV. next is ausstellen. Ausstellen is to display, or the word we use is to exhibit. That is the same meaning. They have the same meaning, display or exhibit. Okay. So next prefix we have for trend bar, that is heim. It's very rarely seen this verb heim, but if the verb heim is, if the word heim is there, that automatically add one word in the sentence, that is home. So heim, basically heim meaning is home. So if it is written heim fahren, that means fahren is to drive. So to drive home. When you're driving home and you want to say specifically that I'm driving home, so you can say ich fahre heim. That means like I'm driving home. Okay. Same verb related to this is heimgehen. So heimgehen is to go home. Okay. So whenever this prefix heim is there, the meaning in the sentence will be home for heim. So if it is written heimkehren, heimkehren is to return home. Okay, so heim is the prefix. Next we have the prefix that is her. So if her is at the end of the sentence and it is the first part of the verb, so it is a train bar verb. For example, herbringen. Herbringen is to bring something with some, like to bring something with. Whenever you are bringing something with, it is herbringen. Along with is also mitbringen is also it has the same meaning, to bring something along with. Okay, to bring something with is also herbringen. So don't get confused, you can use any verb. Mostly German people use mitbringen, not herbringen. Okay, so it has the same meaning, to bring something with. And next is hergeben. Hergeben is to yield. Cool. Next we have is herkommen. There is one mostly used verb, herkommen. Herkommen is to derive something. Okay. Then we have one, like I have three different prefixes: heraus, herein, and herauf. So these are three different pronouns. So I'm writing the meaning of all these, like the example of all these three. So first one is heraus. So for example, heraus geben. Heraus geben is to release or to surrender. If some, like he is surrendering, so he is surrendering himself, he is surrendering him. Er, surrender is herausgeben. So er ausgibt ihn her. In that we use accusative. He surrendered him. Okay, surrender. I guess there is some spelling mistake. Surrender. Yeah. Then for herein we have the verb herein common. I told you that if it is like herein, if you want to say may I come in, so you have to say, what you can say for may I come in? Remember? I told you this. Darf ich hereinkommen? So for these verbs, okay, so for these verbs, why I'm using herein common, I'll write here. So it means to walk in or to come in. Okay, so I'm writing this example also. Darf ich herein common. So why it is herein common written together? Because there is a modal verb. Okay, because there is a modal verb, we cannot write the first part at the end. Okay, if I say like, is he come, is he walk in, does he walk in, does he come in? Okay, so in that case I have to write like this: kommt er herein. Okay, in this case I can write the first part at the end, but not with the modal verb. So next is for herauf kommen. So as herein kommen. Okay. Now next is herauf kommen. As herein kommen is to walk in, herauf kommen is to come up. Okay. So if somebody is coming up and you want to specifically say that he is coming up, you can use this verb herauf kommen. Kommt herauf. Herauf will go at the last, at the end of the sentence. Okay. Next we have is hin. Like I'll write these what we can say. Okay, so I'm writing a few words here, like few prefixes here. They have a lot of, they have many verbs, so you can check either in any text if hin or loss, or what we have, that is wieder. We have done this now, wieder herein. Wieder, we have wieder sehen. Okay, so whenever we have these, it is also a trennbar verb. We have done mit. This was in the sentences mit, nach, or for, su, or if you have weg. These are the prefixes. If these are the suryuk, suryuk is like ZURU umlaut CK. And one more thing I was telling you is spazieren. So if these prefixes are there, these are the trennbar verbs. Okay. If after these prefixes any verb is written, that means it is a trennbar verb, and these words will go at the last. These words are the first part of the verb. Now there are few non-trennbarous verb, like the verb which are not trennbar, the prefixes which are not trennbar. If in any sentence, if you are if any verb, if the prefix is be, emph, ent, er, ge, hinter, miss, or fair, and ser. So these are not trennbar prefixes. Okay, so these prefixes will take a normal verb conjugation. For example, bekommen. So be will never go at the last. This is a one verb. Ich bekomme, ich bekomme ein Geschenk. I got a gift. I receive a gift. Okay, so bekommen is a verb. Same with like Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung. ENT. Entschuldigen Sie. So in this case also we are not writing ent at the last. Okay, so this is a Trainebar verb, but it is written together because, oh sorry, this is not a Trainebar verb. It has a prefix. This common has a prefix, but it is not a Trainebares verb prefix. So that's why we are not writing it as Trainebar. Okay, same. We have like gefallen. So gefallen is to like. Okay, das gefallen mir nicht. I didn't like it. That doesn't suits me. So, or we have this verb verstehen. Verstehen is to understand. So whenever you have these type of verbs, ich verstehe das nicht. I didn't understand that. Okay, so whenever you have these prefixes in a verb, so this will be not a Trainebar verb. So you don't have to write these prefixes at the end. It will be with the verb. Okay, so these are the prefixes of Trainebar verbs. Now, as I told you that there are few verbs, I'll give you few verb list. Like if they have some other you know other conjugation, then what it would be. Because I told you that there are few verbs in which while conjugating we change a into a umlaut or e into ie or I only. Okay, so I'm writing here few verbs which are taking these kind of changes. So I'll write the first verb then. So these changes which I'm writing is only in the conjugation portion. Okay, so don't change in the verb but in the conjugation. And these changes are only happening in do and airs yes. Okay, so for example, for first category means like the first one is if the verb is turning from e to ie. If e is becoming e or ie in the verb, but only with do and airs yes. This you have in verb conjugation notes, so you can check there. So there are few verbs. For example, I'm writing the verb and the meaning. So the first verb is befehlen. Befehlen means to order or to command. Then we have the verb brechen. Brechen is, so you can see somewhere here I have written einbrechen. Yeah, here einbrechen is to collapse and brechen is to break. Okay, so there is a different meaning if it is a Trainebar verb. If we put prefixes, the meaning will be changed. Brechen is to break. Bergen. Bergen means to recover. Then we have bersten. Bersten is to burst. Okay, so in these verbs, this e will become I or IE. Now, one more thing is there could be two e, like here, e and e. So don't get confused that which e will be changed because this en we have to remove. This e we have to remove before the conjugation. Okay, so this e cannot be changed, only the first one. Okay, next verb is empfehlen. Empfehlen means to recommend, and here also you can see em prefix is not a Trainebar verb. So if somewhere is written empfehlen, that is not a Trainebar verb. Okay, so you can also see here befallen. Be is also a not trained by verb. So this is to recommend. Then we have SN. SN we have done also to eat. Then fressen. Fressen is to feed. Okay, to feed the pet, to feed the birds, to feed. Then we have geben. Geben is to give. Then we have one more verb is there. Gelten. Gelten meaning is when we have something which is valid till some particular time. So we can say to be valid. Okay. So if something is valid, if something is having validity till particular time, so the verb there will be to be valid. That is gelten. Okay. After that we have done lesen. Lesen is to read. This we have done. Then nehmen we have done, which means to take. Uh, there is one word, Shelton. Shelton is to scold. To scold. Okay. Then we have done Zehen also. Zehen means to see. And there is one word, verb stellen. Not stellen, it's stellen. Stellen is to steal. To steal something. Then we have sterben. Sterben means to die. Okay, so if it is geboren, geboren is to born, and sterben is to die. Then I told you this verb treffen. Treffen means to meet. We did it. For treffen, I told you a different verb conjugation. Please go through that because it in for ish we have treffer, but for do we have thrift. Okay, so please check that. Then we have the verb unterbrechen. Unterbrechen. Okay, so there is one more word prefix I got to know that with unter also we don't use. Okay, so if it is unterbrechen, no need to change like write this unter at the end. The verb will be unterbrechen, to interrupt. Unterbrechen means to interrupt. Then vergessen. Vergessen is to forget. To forget. Then we have versprechen. Versprechen is the most commonly used verb that means to promise. I promise. He promise. She promise. We promise. So wir versprechen. Wir ich verspreche. Okay. So fair is written here. It is non-trainbar verb. It is not trainbar. So whenever you have this versprechen, vergessen, here you can see versprechen, vergessen. No need to write this fair at the end. Okay. Then we have werfen. Werfen is to throw. So in the all these verbs, no need to write e. This e, this not the prefix one. For example, here after removing en, still you have two e. This e and this e. You have to check the verb e, not the prefix one e. Okay, don't check the prefix one. Check for the verb. Cool. Next category we have is this one was for E to IE, and second is from A to A umlaut when there is a verb, and in that verb for the conjugation, you remember this, right? These changes are only in du and ersatz, not with ish or wir zizi. These changes are only for du and ersatz, not for all the pronouns. Okay, so for a, when a become a umlaut, which verbs are these? So I'll start with this verb which we have done, I guess, from last session. We are doing this again and again. Anfangen, that means to begin. Behalten. So here you will get the verbs which are trennbar, which are non-trennbar. Behalten is to retain or to keep. Both the meaning is behalten. Then we have blasen. Blasen means to blow. Okay. Ich blase der Balloon, den Balloon. I blow the balloon. But if I'm using it for he, she, it, or you do, it will be blazed. Like umlaut will be there. BLA umlaut ST. Sie bläst den Ballon. Okay. Next is braten. So if it is beraten, beraten is what do you say? Suggestion, to suggest. Okay, but if it is braten without bay, without e, so braten will be to roast. To roast, or what we say is to fry. Okay, to roast or to fry. Next is enthalten. So ent is the prefix, but it is not trennbar. Enthalten means to contain. As in English, we have this word. Enthalten is to contain. Next, we have there is one verb with fahren, erfahren. So erfahren is to experience. To experience is erfahren. Then erhalten. Erhalten is to obtain, or we also use it for preserve, to preserve something. That is also erhalten, and it is not trennbar. Okay, then we have a verb fahren. In fahren, I already told you that a will become a umlaut. So fahren meaning is to drive, to travel, to go, to ride. Okay, if you want to use all these verbs separately, then you can use fahren. Okay, after fahren we have this word fallen. Fallen, as the name suggests, to fall. Okay, then we have fangen. So we had anfangen, that means to begin, but fangen means to catch. So you can see by adding the prefix the meaning is totally changed. Fangen means to catch, but anfangen is to begin. Okay, so the meaning will change by adding any prefix. And it's not like that if you have written, if you have written abfahren, that means to depart. It doesn't mean that if you are writing herfahren, the meaning will be same. No. With according to the prefix, the meaning will also be changed. So fangen is to catch, anfangen is to begin. Then we have the verb fechten. I don't know what's wrong with my throat today. Fechten is to fight. Then we have gefallen. We have done. Geraten. Geraten is to get into something. Okay, to get into something, or uh, to fall into something. Also, you can say to fall into something. Then you have the verb halten. Halten is to hold, or to stop. You can also use this, like to stop somebody or to stop the vehicle. Okay, so you can also use halten. Then we have einladen. Einladen means to invite, but if it is only laden, laden means to load. You can see the change. Laden is to load, and ein, by adding a prefix einladen, ein, that the meaning will be to invite. So there is a lot of difference in meaning, to load and to invite. So that's why whenever you're using train bar verb, you have to be very focused to write first part at the end. Okay, next is lassen. Lassen means to let. Like when we say no, let it be, or let him cry, let him speak. So we'll use this verb lassen. For example, if you want to say let him speak, let him speak. Now you know that him is not the nominative one. If I'm saying let them speak, then the the you subject is hidden. It is imperative. So it will be lassen Sie ihn sprechen. Okay, lassen Sie ihn sprechen. Let him speak. Cool. So then after lassen, we have one more word ratten, which I already, yeah.
Why do we use Z here? Lassen Sie in sprechen? Because it is just let him speak, right?
Yeah, but do you remember the imperative?
Oh, yeah.
So for Z, if it is formal, I have to write both. If I'm writing like this for du, so it will be laced, because for du, I have to write uh, the
Conjugation.
conjugation for do, and it will be a umlaut, laced. And according to the rule, I cannot write ending t. I cannot write the ending. I cannot write the pronoun. So that would be lace in expression. So both the meaning sentences are uh, have the same meaning, just the difference between formal and informal. Okay, then raten
Yeah.
is to advise or to uh, guess also. Schlafen is to sleep, and schlafen is sleep. So schlafen is like a umlaut will be a umlaut. Schläft, schläfst. Then we have schlagen. You can see the little difference in these two verbs, F and G. Schlafen is to sleep. Schlagen is to hit or to beat. Okay, so in German, if you're writing the verbs, if you're speaking the verbs, if you're using the verbs in the sentence, you have to be very careful, like which verb you're using. If it is schlafen, it is to sleep. If you say schlagen, that means to hit or to beat. Okay, then we have tragen. Tragen we have done. Tragen means to carry or to wear. Okay, then we have Ferraten. Ferraten, I told you yesterday or day before yesterday. Ferraten is to betray. Betray. And then we have Wachsen. Wachsen means to grow. And we have Waschen. So in Wachsen and Waschen, there is a difference between S. There is a difference of S only. You can see Wachsen and Waschen. Wachsen is to grow and Waschen is to wash. Okay, so there is in few verbs there is just a difference of a single alphabet. Okay, so you should be very careful that which verb will be used. You should be very careful while using train bar as verb. and the modal verb. The conjugation is same for the trend bar verb also. The conjugation will be exactly same which we have for a normal verb, but you have to be careful about for the first part, that it should be at the end of the sentence. Okay, now I'm writing few vocabularies for you with the article which we use a lot. Okay, so that you can make sentences as well, because now you know many verbs, so you can use these verbs in your sentences. Okay, so let's uh, do some vocabulary. For book vocabulary, I have already told you whenever we are reading. Okay, so these are few vocabulary which you already know, or which we have already done. So the first one is I'm writing with the article. So if I'm writing like this, our nama, that means the article is der. Okay, so der nama means name as in English. Then we have die Hausaufgabe. Hausaufgabe means homework. It is homework. Then we have mm, das, das Geheimnis. Geheimnis means secret. Okay, the secret. Geheimnis is secret. Okay, Geheimnis means secret. Then we have what? Das what? I already told you, but I'm telling you these were the articles. What means word. Then we have book. So book is das Buch, and the meaning is book. Then we have husband, wife, Frau, Mann. Okay, you know that. Next is die Freizeit. Freizeit is free time, and if it is Freiheit, if it is Freizeit, it is free time. But if it is Freiheit, if there is a difference of H and Z, Freizeit is free time and Freiheit is freedom. Okay. So also in the words there is a difference of only a single word alphabet. Then we have friendship. Friendship is Die Freundschaft. Die Freundschaft means friendship. Okay. Then we have yesterday we have done this word Die Zeitung. What is Zeitung? Pratibha? Pratibha, you there?
Yeah.
Zeitung
Okay.
means yesterday we have done newspaper.
Newspaper. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Zeitung is newspaper. Then we have vocabulary. Yeah. The word vocabulary, we are using this word. So vocabulary is Wortschatz. Wortschatz is vocabulary. Okay. Then we have like these food and beverages we have done in the chapter, so no need to repeat it. Mobile phone, I told you earlier, so it is das mobile phone, das handy, das telephone. Football, I already told you, whenever there is football it will be der. Like whenever there is ball at the end of any word, football, basketball, volleyball, then it will be der ball. Then we have workbook. Yeah, So whenever you have this kind of word like book, workbook, course book, okay, so it will be always the article will be for book, and book article is das, that's why it is das abides book, workbook. And if it is course book, then it will be course book. If it is course book, sorry, if it is course book, that means course book. So course book is something where we are learning everything, every topic, and advice book, workbook is something where somewhere we are practicing those topics. Okay, then we have this word introduction. So if it is a noun in introduction, then we have this like Vorstellung. So if it is Vorstellen, Vorstellen means to introduce the verb, and if it is Vorstellung, it is a noun. And remember one thing, Vorstellung. Okay, whenever we have this, whenever we have this ung at the end of any word, it will always have an article ed. So if you have any word which has the ending ung, then we have the article will be always d. It will take always d as an article for ung. Okay, so I'll write it here. If a word is having have ending as ung, it will take d. Okay, clear? Then we have I already explained this for the professions. So for the professions, if it is for a male, if it is a male profession, then it is uh, the article will be there, and if it is male profession, then it is D. Clear? Same with the familiar or relatives. Okay. Then we have done the you know, we have done the relatives, we have done the family member names, so there is no need to repeat those because we have already done that. So we have done about the days, we have done about the month, season, uh, colors we have done. So one thing is, if like if it is plural, if the noun is plural, then the article is always D. I know you know these points, but it is better if it is written. Okay, so yeah, then we have the vocabulary. One more thing I told you, I guess I told you that if the verb end at the if the word ends with chen, shun, then the article is always das. I guess I told you this. I don't remember. Okay, so yeah. So season is Yaresite, you know that. Then we have one more word that is problem. And problem in German is also the spelling is same, but the pronunciation will be Problem. Problem is problem. Okay. Then we have the word people we have done. So people can be either Deloitte or we can say das Menschen. Das Mensch. It is der Menschen actually, not mention. Deloitte or der Mensch. Both the meaning of both words is people. Okay, so you can use either Leute or Mensch. Just remember, if you're using Leute, article will be die. If you're using Mensch, then article will be der. Okay. Then we have few words like uh, klein. If it is klein, okay. If it is kind, like kind, then it is no. But if it is klein, that means small. If it is gross as in GRO sharp S. Gross meaning is big, large. Okay, large or big, you can say both. Okay, then if you want to say beautiful, it is schön. And if you want to say ugly, it is hässlich. Hässlich is like HA umlaut. Hässlich. If you want to say smart or handsome, that will be hübsch. HU umlaut PSCH. Hübsch. Okay. Then if you want to say window, that is das Fenster. Window. If you want to say door, that is der Tür. TU umlaut. Der Tür. If you want to say bed, that will be bed. So sorry. Bed is bed. If you want to say sofa, that will be sofa itself, as in English. Okay, regarding like from bed, I got this word. You know, good is gut, and bad is schlecht. Bad. Okay. Then we have family. We have done familia, family. We have done all the relatives, almost all the relatives. Yeah. Then okay, I didn't tell you what is relative. So relative is a plural one. So it is verwandter. Verwand. So it is verwandter. Verwandter. Verwandter is relative. Relatives. Okay. Then uh, if you want to say marital status, we have done this in the starting, very starting. I don't know the word marital status we used or not. So marital status is like if you're married or if you're unmarried, if you're single, what is your marital status? So for marital status, we use in German, we use this word Familienstand. Familienstand means marital status. Okay. And if you want to say bachelor, like I told you, for single, as your as your, if your marital status is single,
Ladies.
ladies. If it is bachelor, so if it is bachelor, then it will be Junggeselle. So that is a deer.
Shivani, the article for lady shoes?
Lady shoes has no article.
Okay.
It doesn't have any article. So if you are saying fair hearted, it doesn't have article because it is not a noun. It's not a noun.
Okay.
Okay, but
But
bachelor is a noun.
do we have like what you said, like Shen article is thus? Do we have something for this IG ending?
No, no,
No.
not for
Okay.
this. Like it is in many things. It could be in adjective also.
Okay.
Okay, so bachelor is a noun. So der Junggeselle is bachelor. Although in Germany, in Europe, we rarely use this word bachelor. We usually use this word ladish. So that means the same. Okay. So one more verb is noun is there. Der Spiegel. Spiegel is mirror. Okay, then we have picture. I told you that's build. Okay, build is picture, like a photo, uh, like uh, what you can say is painting. Okay, then languages. I already told you this word, but I'm repeating this with the article de bono. Okay, see, I told you UNG is always taking E. Okay, so Vonung is also taking up. Vonung means apartment, or you can say is a flat. Apartment or flat is the same thing. Okay. Then we have doctor, we have done the professions, we have done. Uh, if it is like D rational, you can say UNG is always taking article E. So rational is the bill, the invoice. Okay. So money, money is das Geld. The weekdays, the months, the season, you already know. Then, if you have a message, so it will be like Nachricht. Nachricht means message. Okay, it could be news message also. If it is like Nachricht, Nachricht is also could be a news message, a news. Okay, so Nachricht could be a message or news. Okay. Then like if you have holidays, so holidays is a plural one. So for that, obviously we will use T. So holidays is what we call holidays is ferien. Okay, ferien is holidays, and if you want to say summer holidays, then it will be Sommerferien because summer is Sommer, so it will be Sommerferien. Okay, then we have
What is Urlaub? It is
Urlaub.
also
Okay, so there is a difference between Urlaub and Ferien is what we are having already. Ferien is like holidays and
mm,
Urlaub is like leave,
okay.
when we take leave. Okay, so that is Urlaub and Ferien is holidays, which is already fixed. You can say in the term of office or school.
Mm.
Okay, so we have done the profession, so no need to write all the professions again and again. Then there is a nurse, I already told you. Okay, if somewhere you see this word Schuler, so Schuler means a student, but a kind of student who is a school goer, who go to school. Okay, so if there is a school goer, if there is a school student, then that is a Schuler, and for female it will be die Schülerin. Okay. For female it will be Schülerin, and for male it will be Schuler. One more thing, if it is D, Schuler. Schuler is school. So Schuler is school student. Schulerin is a school student, but Schuler is school. Okay. What if it is like D, Schuhe? Schuhe is shoes. So these are the very similar words you can see. So you can make mistakes in this. Okay. We have this word failure. Failure is mistake. Okay. Their failure. Failure is mistake. Now if what do we have, that CV, you know, CV or resume, that in German is Lebenslauf. Lebenslauf is CV or biodata. Some people say this biodata or resume. We have Lebenslauf. Der Lebenslauf. Okay. Then you have this word like tree. Tree is bound, and if you want to say flower or if you want to say plant, so plant will be der Pflanze. PF. Pflanze. Pflanze is plant, and if you want to say flower, then it will be die Blume. Die Blume is flower. Okay. So I guess I have covered most of the vocabulary which are related in these chapters which we have done. Okay, so I believe that all of you will read these vocabularies, try to learn these vocabularies and try to use, especially try to use these vocabularies and the verbs. There is no other way to, to be fluent without practice. If you're not practicing, you cannot be fluent. If you're not using these things, uh, then you cannot be fluent. Please, at least every day, at least try to make 5 to 10 different sentences. Try to make, try to use all the vocabularies, try to use all the grammar. Like yesterday, we have used 3 grammar topic in a sentence. First, like not exactly 3, there was 4. One is nominative, second is accusative, third is possessive article, and personal pronoun in accusative. So we were using all these plus the verb conjugation. So as we have done till now, you can practice yourself as well. Okay. So is there anything you want to like share or you want to say? Anybody?